Good morning. Um, Continues to be cloudless skies here in Holland. These days, cold. I have blankets and shawls around me, but nice. So, we're chapter 6 of the Ribhu Gita. So let's just go and see what he has for us this morning. So, chapter 6 is called Speaking of the Bath in the Waters. Excuse me. Speaking of the bath in the waters of Brahman and the mantra for Brahman. As you know, I haven't read this book before, so occasionally I may get the sentence wrong, but that's okay. Verse number 1. Benign beacon for the benighted. In which waters do you have your daily purificatory bath? What is the nature of the bath? What is the proper mantra to be recited for the bath? What is the libation thereof, or therefore? What is the fire oblation for it? Please be gracious enough to instruct us in all this. To Nidaga, who prayed thus, Ribhu replied. Number 2. The best bath of all is the refreshing bath in the reservoir that is the Supreme Brahman. Surprise, surprise. The perfectly full, which is not different from the self. Brave son, no other bath in any other waters is a bath. I bathe always in the differenceless expanse of knowledge, the sea of the Supreme Brahman. Number 3. The resounding certitude I am Brahman is the best of baths. Hear the nature of such a bath, as extensively expounded by the Supreme Shiva. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. I am ever of the nature of existence, consciousness, bliss. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Shiva. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. Number 4. I am ever only of the nature of the Supreme. I am ever only of the nature of the peaceful. I am ever only of the nature of the eternal. I am ever only of the nature of the pure. I am ever only of the nature of the enlightened. I am ever only of the nature of the liberated. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. Number 5. I am ever of the nature of the blemishless self. I am ever of the nature that is pauseless. I am ever of the nature that is partless. I am ever of the nature that is actionless. I am ever of the nature that is taintless. I am ever of the nature that is afflictionless. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. I'm number 6. I'm ever of the nature of the blemishless. I'm ever of the nature of the veilless. I'm ever of the nature of the limbless. I'm ever of the nature of the attributeless. I'm ever of the nature of the self of all. I'm ever of the nature that is devoid of all. I'm ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. 7. I am of the nature that is egoless. I am of the nature that has none of this. I am of the nature that has no attachments. I am of the nature that is unfragmented. I am of the nature that is the fourth state. I am of the nature that transcends the fourth state. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. 8. I am of the nature of all that is misconceptionless. I am of the nature of all that is limitless. I am of the nature of all that has nothing separate therefrom. I am of the nature of all that is measureless. I am of the nature of all that is the perfect fullness. I am of the nature that is the cause of all. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. 9. I am all that is perfectly full bliss. I am the unlimited, great bliss. I am the blemishless, supreme bliss. I am ever the unsurpassed, supreme bliss. I am ever the mass of existence, bliss. I am ever the mass of consciousness, bliss. I am ever the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. Number 10. I am of the nature of truth alone. I am of the nature of awareness alone. I am of the nature of happiness alone. I am of the nature of the One alone. I am of the nature of the motionless alone. I am of the nature of the Self alone. I am of the nature of Brahman alone. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. 11. I am ever of the nature of the vast space. I am ever of the nature of the great. I am ever of the nature of the space of consciousness. I am ever of the nature of a mass of consciousness. I am ever of the nature of the supreme infinity. I am ever of the nature of the supreme self. I am ever of the nature of supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime bath. 12. I am ever of the nature that is devoid of the body, the senses, the vital airs, the mind, the ego, and such. So all of those included. I am ever of the nature of the non-dual. which has not an atom of name or form. I am of the nature of the one undivided essence, which is eternal, liberated, and bondageless. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime path. 13. I am of the nature that is different from all, from the body to nescience, ignorance. I am ever of the nature of the undivided, non-dual Supreme, which is beyond the reach of mind and speech. Though being the support of all, I am of the nature that has not an atom of attachment to anything. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime path. 14. I am ever of the Supreme Nature that transcends all the sentient and the seen. I am ever of the Supreme Nature that is not different from the Self, that is to be comprehended by the crest of the Vedas. I am ever of the Supreme Nature that abides as I itself, with not a particle apart. I am ever of the nature of the pure, Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime path. 15. I am of the nature that remains totally unmoved, even though I am in the hearts of all and move them. I am of the nature that is devoid of all elements, their composite products, and individuals and such. I am of the non-dual nature that is devoid of time, space, and objects. I am of the nature of the pure Supreme Brahman. Such I am Brahman certitude is the sublime path. 16. Thus have I told you about the easy way of having a purificatory bath in the waters of the Supreme Brahman. My son, whoever hears this even once and understands it without delusion will become Brahman. Hear now the mantra of the Supreme Brahman as taught by the Supreme Shiva. At all times this is the best, the essence of all great mantras. 17. I'm ever Brahman, existence. I'm ever Brahman, consciousness. I'm ever Brahman, bliss. I'm ever Brahman, pure. I'm ever Brahman, non-dual. I'm ever the undivided Supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 18. I am Brahman, which is the cause of all. I am Brahman, which is the all complete. I am Brahman, which is distinct from all. I am Brahman, which has not an atom apart. I am Brahman, which is established as I. I'm ever the undivided Supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 19. I am Brahman without delusion. I am Brahman without any change of nature due to Maya. I am ever Brahman, which is without nescience. I am Brahman, which has no transformation due to this. I am Brahman, which has no duality. I am ever the one supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 20. I am ever Brahman, the mass of existence. I am ever Brahman, existence alone. I am ever Brahman, the mass of consciousness. I am ever Brahman, consciousness alone. I am ever Brahman, the mass of bliss. I am ever the subtle, supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra of all mantras. 21. I am ever the supreme Brahman, the eternal. I am ever the supreme Brahman, the pure. I am ever the supreme Brahman, the knowledgeable. I am ever the supreme Brahman, the liberated. I am ever the supreme Brahman, the blemishless. I am ever the undivided supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 22. I am ever of the nature of exalted knowledge. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Self. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Shiva. I am ever of the nature of the Immaculate. I am ever of the nature that is higher than the highest. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. I am ever of the nature that is taintless. 23. I am ever of the nature that is taintless. I am ever of the nature that is attributeless. I am ever of the nature that is failless. I am ever of the nature that is actionless. I am of the nature that is afflictionless. I am of the nature of the blemishless Supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 24. I am ever of the nature that is attachmentless. I am ever of the nature that is supremely peaceful. I am ever of the nature that is unfragmented. I am ever of the nature that is the absolute truth. I am ever of the nature that is bondageless. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 25. Though I manifest as the world, individuals, and the Supreme, I am of the nature that is totally devoid of all such differences. I am of the nature of the undivided essence that is to be known by the crest of the Vedas. I am ever of the nature of the non-dual Supreme Brahman, which remains as existence, consciousness, bliss. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. 26. The blemishless knowledge of the Supreme should be practiced by the daily, constant, assiduous repetition of the incomparable mantra, I am Brahman, for a long time. It is the I am Brahman mantra alone that will destroy all great sins. The speckless I am Brahman mantra will destroy the distress that dualism develops. 27. The renowned I am Brahman mantra alone is that which destroys all false differences. The eminent I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the strong ills of thought. The joyous I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the ills of the mind. The I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy various kinds of diseases of the mind. "28. The abiding I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all conceivable sorrow. The expansive I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the desires of the heart. The eminent I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the swollen anger. The great I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all concepts. 29. The I am Brahman mantra alone, when uttered, will destroy manifold thoughts. The expansive I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the miseries of I. The faultless I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the miseries of this. The eminent I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all appearances. 30. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all ignorance. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all lack of discrimination. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all conceit. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy the misery of mundane existence. The pure I am 30. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all ignorance. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all lack of discrimination. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all conceit. The pure I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy the misery of mundane existence. 31. The eminent I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the defects of the concept of body. The faultless I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the defects of the concept of senses. The joyous I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy the defects of the concept of mind. The I am Brahman mantra alone, when uttered, will indeed destroy millions of defects. 32. The uplifting I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all mystic diagrams and rituals. The clarifying I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the manifest and the unmanifest. The transforming I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all unreal delusion. The revealing I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy any kind of duality. 33. The cherished I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the elements. The revealing I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the series of worlds. The transforming I am Brahman mantra alone will efface all feeling of non-self. The resounding I am Brahman mantra alone will remove the world, the individuals, and the Supreme. 34. The resounding I am Brahman mantra alone will bring continuous meditation. The resounding I am Brahman mantra alone will bring undifferentiated samadhi. The resounding I am Brahman mantra alone will bring on the samadhi without differentiation. The resounding I am Brahman mantra invokes immediate awareness. 35. The peerless I am Brahman mantra alone procures the perception of goodness. The faultless I am Brahman mantra alone yields the perception of power. The I am Brahman mantra alone, when uttered, brings in the perception of absence of categories. The faultless I am Brahman mantra alone brings in the perception of the fourth state. 36. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that reveals the blemishless knowledge of the self. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that affords conquest of the blemishless world of the self. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that gives the wonderful bliss of the self. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that gives the undivided bliss of liberation. 37. There is no mantra at all to surpass the rare I am Brahman mantra. As the 7 crores of mighty mantras result only in several crores of births and do not alter in the least the succession of births, the blemishless I am Brahman mantra, greater than all, should hence be resorted to, and all the other mantras should be discarded. 38. Casting aside all kinds of mantras, all seekers after liberation should firmly, assiduously, and uninterruptedly practice the I am Brahman mantra ever. By such changeless practice, knowledge and liberation will be attained in a moment. Touching the feet of the Supreme Shiva, who presides over all, I say this as the truth. There is no doubt about this. 39. Nidaga. I have explained to you this meaning, highly secret in all the Vedas, Vedanta, all epics, all scriptures, as expounded to me for the benefit of all by the Lord Ishvara, the awareness of truth, the mass of bliss. Whoever hears and understands this will become the perfectly full Supreme Brahman. 40. All that is seen in imagination is ever illusory. The blemishless Supreme Shiva is the only truth. The knowledge that I am that beyond the reach of the mind, of speech, and of any of the infirm senses. The great mass of knowledge bliss is the only proper means of liberation. This is certain. Thus did Ribhu teach the fearless mantra for the bath. 41. It is the perfectly full form of our Lord in a state of joyous dance that speaks of the sublime truth. I am the immutable, taintless, attributeless, eternal, partless, blemishless, differenceless, perfectly full existence, consciousness, bliss, Brahman. And that gives the sublime bath and the pure mantra, I am Brahman. I'm going to read the last verse again to conclude. It's verse 41. It is the perfectly full form of our Lord in a state of joyous dance that speaks of the sublime truth. I am the immutable, taintless, attributeless, eternal, partless, blemishless, differenceless, perfectly full existence, consciousness, bliss, Brahman. And that gives the sublime bath and the pure mantra, I am Brahman. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.